See, Riot added rank manipulation as a report category back in June. In their post, they say they've started getting data from these reports and they're penalizing accounts and refunding players LP who were affected, just like they've started doing for players who cheat, leave games, or otherwise sabotage a match. But what exactly is rank manipulation, and where do we draw the line? Riot are aware that some players create alt accounts for various reasons, like practicing a new champion or role. For now, they say those accounts are in a grey area and won't be targeted. But I think this is where we have to acknowledge just how ubiquitous multiple accounts are among League players. I don't really know anyone who's played the game for a considerable amount of time and not made another account. And there's systemic reasons for that. Ranked in League is a punishing environment, and one that doesn't always work perfectly if you can't give it a large enough sample size. Speaking for myself, I once created a fresh account when I felt like I'd hit a wall in my LP gains, then sailed past the rank I was stuck at on my main, playing the same champions in the same roles, and I'm far from the only player who's done this. But it's also true that Masters Plus players farm lower elos for content or just for fun, and historically, Riot has not always banned those players. If you've ever scrolled through your YouTube feed and seen crazy thumbnails and titles about one-shotting players with a highly off-meta build or completing the road to Challenger, there's a decent chance part of the story is a Grandmaster player farming gold opponents for clips. And sure, you might say those people deserve to be penalized if they're ruining the game for normal players, but what about educational streamers? For example, we're a fan of a jungle content creator named Kire who routinely plays on lower elo accounts to demonstrate the way the concepts work in silver or gold compared to more skilled brackets.
Alright guys, another game in the gold elo. Let's start the cooking here, guys. We're playing Lee Sin against Nidalee.
On the one hand, that's a public service, and you can learn a lot from videos like this. On the other, a regular gold player who was actually in the server just got stomped by a challenger jungler. Does a player like Kire deserve to be punished? So where exactly do we draw the line? I think it might be a bit more complicated than some people online have assumed. Don't get me wrong, I'm personally glad to see Riot taking a stand against Smurfs along with a dozen other frustrations regular players have dealt with for years, and getting an LP refund after a terrible experience genuinely feels pretty good. But until we have a bit more clarity in where the line is drawn, I don't think this is the last time we'll see some confusion in the community.